Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend. You are welcome. So you are a Muslim, my friend?
Yes.
Okay, you said
Sorry.
you
Assalamualaikum
said you have
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
sorry again what you said?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Siti.
Wa alaikum assalam. But by the way, how come you are saying to me, you Muslim, salamu alaikum? Don't you know that the Prophet he forbid Muslims from saying peace to the Christians?
No, I think this is like a nice way to keep say blessing to other people.
Yeah, it's nice way, I understand, but you know, the Prophet of Islam he says that's not this is haram. You should not do that, and not only that, if you see Christians, if you see Christian in the street, you have to spit in their face and force them to walk in the sewage. Read the hadith in front of you. Read the hadith. So Muslims, when they say peace unto you, like I am assuming that you are a good guy, you have a nice heart, but a Muslim who knows Islam very well, he will not say that, for this is against Islam, unless he is playing taqiyya. Not only you
Yes.
cannot, not only you cannot say to me peace, you have to force me to walk in the sewage. You have to humiliate me, and this is sahih. No problem, my friend. Go ahead. What do you want to say to me? I'm not going to question your knowledge much.
Yeah. So actually, I just want to discuss. I don't want to really debate you because I also have many doubts about this religion. Actually.
Okay.
So I saw some of your video online in YouTube, also some video that are already transmitted and translate into Indonesian language here. I'm from Indonesia, by the way.
All right.
And then I learned quite a lot from your video that there is something not right in Islam.
Absolutely.
Finally.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Then I just wonder about maybe this is not really related into this topic today. And then when you show one hadith to the previous caller, then you about when Muhammad taking back from the pool that the water full of garbage, dead dogs, blood of menstruation from the woman.
Right.
I think this is not about the taking bath after he got intercourse with his wife, but about doing preparation before prayer.
Yeah, but you see, it doesn't matter. The prayer, my friend, the prayer in Islam is more important than normal bath. For this is what purifier, right? So this is more important. This is a higher rank bath. So if this is how you prepare yourself to be in the presence of God, this is how, that's mean how filthy are you? You know what I mean? If a bath,
I see, but
if a bath is just to clean yourself,
really like a
okay, my friend, bath is just to clean yourself, right? And actually, no, if you read the hadith, you will see Aisha saying that he used to do ghusl, which is a preparing for wudu. I can show you the reference. Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, sure. Let us go back. Give me a second. The same term used in ghusl is the same term used by Aisha when he goes to go to pray. Let us see. Here we go. You see the word ghusl? Let us go here.
No, let I
okay, hold
refresh my YouTube first.
Here we go. This hadith says, the Prophet do not perform wudu after the ghusl. You see the ghusl? So ghusl is making him ready. And this is the ghusl he used to do after he have sex. You see it? This is the same word. He don't do wudu after ghusl. That's it. That's mean ghusl is considered as wudu.
It's not doing like tayammum.
No, tayammum is different story. Tayammum, like, you know, this is, you know, if somebody, he don't have all the means of normal, natural wudu, like water, etc., you do tayammum. but this is about ghusl. So ghusl, if he do ghusl, he don't do the rest. That's it. He don't do the ablution, for this is considered as ghusl for him, right? And who is the witnessing for that? Aisha. And this is sahih. This is sahih hadith, you know. It says, and the funny, by the way, it says in Arabic, قال أبو عيسى هذا حديث حسن صحيح. Abu Isa said, this is a hadith which is hasan and sahih. In here, it says da'if. In Arabic, guys, in Arabic, in the same hadith, it says, وقال أبو عيسى هذا حديث حسن صحيح. This is hasan and sahih. Not only sahih, hasan, which means good, sahih means authentic. But in English, it says here, in the same page, da'if. Do you see it? However, we can show you from other hadith where it says clearly, even in English, it is sahih. But the question, my friend, what kind of a prophet he wash himself? With dead dogs and women blood from period. What's wrong with this guy? And as you see, people, they were asking him, why you are doing this, which means nobody do it. Don't you think that this is a crazy act?
Maybe this is like a way to deliver some philosophy that water is pure, no matter the
yeah, but my friend, okay,
come into.
But okay, hold on. Is that if water is pure, then how Muhammad he says if a dog he lick your dish, you have to wash it 7 times. You know? Okay, because if he lick what you have inside your dish, you have, let us say, a soup. It's water. This is water. Nothing will make it impure. So if the water is always pure, if we cook pigs and pork inside the water, still the pork will not make the water impure, because this is water. Are you there or hang up? Thank you.
I'm still here.
All right. So if the water is always pure, that means doesn't matter what we add to it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And what we add to it will never change the state of the water. It's always going to be pure. So if we add pork, the water is pure. As you see here, we have dogs. We have dead dogs, not only dogs. We have dead dogs, women of blood from menstruation. Now, women of blood from menstruation, is that a liquid? Is that will go into dissolve inside the water? The answer, yes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we have now dissolved blood.
Something like just try to describe.
No, this is literal. This is literal, my friend. Read carefully. It says in front of you, it was said, Allah Messenger, shall we use bidah, which people they throw in it, menstruation rags throw in it, which have in it already. So the water already have a blood, not only the rags, because when you put the rags in the water, right away, whatever is in the rags is going to dissolve in the water, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so by saying that water is always pure, that means all of Islam is a lie. Because then we should not be upset from anything in the water. It doesn't matter, including the sewage. This is the sewage, actually. This is more dirty than the sewage. If I open now, if I take the water in my sink, I will not find those material there. I will not find women blood from period. I will not find dead dogs, and I will not find garbage. Simply, I wash in my sink with soap. My hands, it's just soap and water. It's way more clean than what Muhammad talking about. So how come that this is to prove that the water is always pure when it's full of germs and bacteria and blood? How come if Muhammad he says, if a woman if you touch poo-poo or women, you have to wash, and then now literally he is touching women, and not only touching their women, he is touching their blood. How come this is not pure, will not make you any pure? And he is doing that before he pray.
Because what I heard from the Ustad here, that this is kind of the like a parable or imagery to say something to the people at the time. You
see, my friend, if this is imaginary, that's mean, okay, this Muslim who says that to you, he have to prove to us that this is imaginary and this is a parable. Why they are lying? You know, here we go. It says they are giving, even Muhammad he drink from it. It says yustaqa laka. Not only he do ablution, yustaqa. In Arabic it says yustaqa. No, yustaqa ilayka. Here we go. Yusqa, yastaqi, mean you drink. They are giving you water to drink from, and not only he do ablution. So they are asking him why they are doing this to you. Water is brought to you. This is imaginary. This is imaginary now. This is not imaginary. This is water brought to you, and this water have dead dogs, women blooded from period. So the scholar who said that to you is trying to escape the humiliation and the disgusting behavior of his prophet. So what he can say to you, yes, our prophet was a pig. He will not say that. So you have to say this is imaginary. Where it says imaginary? If you see the word imaginary, show me how we can come to such a conclusion. I passed by the prophet of Allah. Read carefully. It says, I don't know if you can see the screen. I passed by the messenger of Allah. So he passed by him, and he was performing wudu. This is imaginary, or this is real?
That's real.
Real. So he was performing wudu in the well of Bid'ah. I said, with Bid'ah I mean garbage, by the way. I said, are you performing wudu from it when garbage is thrown in it? He said, water is made not made impure by anything. So he was there. This is not imaginary, and this is sahih. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Are you going to follow a prophet? Obviously he has mental illness. This is a sign of mental illness, regardless if Muhammad is a false prophet or not. But this is a proof that this person has mental illness. A person who is aware, a person who is smart, a person who have a brain, he will not. This is why people, they are asking him, why you are doing that? Are you? Do you see the guy, what he said to him? He said to him, are you? You see the question mark?
Performing.
Yeah. So he is questioning his behavior. So the Arab, who they are Arab, and they are people like I am an Arab, you know, we used to take a shower maybe once a year. Okay. But even those Arab who take a shower once a year, they don't do what he's doing. To the point they are questioning his madness. Are you? And then when you say water is not made impure, that's mean everything is always pure, because a human being is full of water. Isn't it Muhammad in the Quran says, and we created everything from water? Correct?
Yes.
That's mean shaitan. Sorry, that's mean a human. Pigs, rats, cats, anything is always is pure. That's mean all of Islam is a lie.
I agree with you for this one.
Yeah, but if you agree with me in this one, you have to agree with the rest. For now, in chapter 2, verse 173, it says, it's forbidden for you the dead meat and the blood and the flesh of the swine, but all of this is water. So how he say everything is made from water, every living thing is made from water, the meat, the blood, the swine made from water, and how he say the water nothing make it impure, and then he say that the blood is forbidden, the meat, dead meat is forbidden, the swine is forbidden, and then he is swimming between them. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? I am here to clear your doubt. I mean, if you have anything less still holding you to stay as a Muslim, ask me and I will help you. Otherwise, I invite you to leave Islam right now. Yeah, why not? I mean,
it's not really.
Why
it's not really easy here, CP.
Why is not?
It's not really.
Who care about easy, not easy, my friend? Is that easier for you to go and pray to God, who is stupid and false? Is it easier that you humiliate yourself, you bend your head every day to an idol god who does not even exist? Which one is easier?
But I mean, this is also about the consequences.
Well, you can deal with it. You can deal with it. You can move. You can move to a Christian area. You can, you know, there's many ways. I mean, life, my friend. You see, life is not about people who they are around you. If those people around you, they will not love you for who you are, you don't want to be with them. Doesn't matter who they are. If I have a mother, she will not love me for my choice. I don't want to be with her. That means she don't love me. I love her, I respect her, but if she really care for me, she will care for my happiness. Correct?
Yeah.
So who care what people say, my friend? I have many people, they are against me, they speak against me, etc. It doesn't hurt me. For me, I do what I think is right. I don't care. We will live one life in this earth. Either we live it with the glory, or we live it with humiliation, being a slave of people. Do what people want. Doing what people want will take you nowhere. You are not life. You are just like a worm. You move as they told you to move. You speak as they told you to speak. You say as they want you to say. So if you want to live like a worm, you park when they say to you park like a puppy, then this is not life. For me, I prefer to live free. My belief is free. My statement is free. And I will enjoy the freedom which God He gave me and nobody can take from me.
But I want to ask you about one other question before CP.
Okay, sure.
Is that possible?
Sure, go ahead.
You still have a time for this?
Okay. What is the question?
I saw some of your video, and it's discussion about the miracle in the Quran, and I agree almost all of your point about that. This is not really true. This is like a false interpretation, like seven heaven that's similar to atmosphere, something like that. But I also wondering about, I forgot about the ayat that mention about the river under the sea that is really fine in Southern America, Latin America, somewhere.
River under the sea?
Yes.
So there is a verse
also mentioned Quran.
Okay. Quran.
Right.
Okay, let me see, because Muslims, they come with the new ideas every day. Let me see. I will search in Google. I never heard this before, you know. I will search where it says the miracle of river under the sea, and we will put it in the screen. River under the sea. I found a video, but I cannot play videos, you know. Science of miracle of Quran, river. Give me a second.
Sure.
It will look like we have only videos. Okay, here we go. I found that thing. I will put it on the screen. I found it in the video, by the way. But I cannot play the video, but I'm going to show people what we are talking about. And this is, again, a very clear sign of deception, how they try to fool you and how the deception work. Give me a second, please. All right, this is the video. It says, river under the sea of Mexico, miracles of the Holy Quran, correct? You see it?
Yeah.
All right. But look what they are quoting for us. It's quoting for us chapter 25, verse number 53. وهو الذي مرج البحرين هذا عذب فرات وهذا ملح أجاج. Okay, but just to show you how stupid the statement. In Arabic it says there is two seas, but they just say the river under the sea in the title, correct? Okay, so how in the Quran says two seas? If it's a river, you know what I mean? It's a river. Secondly, the verse in the Quran says that those two seas, they never met. So there are two seas, not one. They are not a river and a sea. They are two seas. Let us go to the Quran. I will copy the verse as it is from their description, and I will go to the Quran in front of your eyes, and everybody will be laughing in a second. I will post what is written in their description. Here we go. Chapter 25, verse number 53.
Arab, there to read Arabic.
My friend.
To be honest,
my friend. Yeah, they can lie to you, no problem. But I'm here to help you, no problem. See, this is the translation. Yusuf Ali says two bodies of water. That's a lie. It doesn't say two bodies of water. Change the translator. You will see it says two seas. You see it? Here we go. This is Muhammad Khan and Hilali. What the translation saying? It is he who let free the two seas. They put with two bracket, two kind of water, but it says seas in Arabic, Bahrain. And it says that those two seas, they have a barrier, complete partition between them, which means they don't pass. So the river they are talking about is just a spring of water going inside the ocean, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, but this is not what it says here. Here it says they will never pass. Not only that, in Arabic it says وَحِجْرًا مَحْجُورًا بَرْزَخًا وَحِجْرًا مَحْجُورًا. If we go right now in the front of your eyes to Ibn Kathir, what we will find? Let us do that. Is Ibn Kathir will take my side? No. Is Ibn Kathir is a Christian? But actually, by the way, Ibn Kathir, Tafsir Ibn Kathir, all of it is to defend Islam, not to explain the Quran. He's a liar like them. So, chapter 25, verse number 53, we go to Ibn Kathir. Let us do it. In the front of your eyes, here we go. And then you will see right away that this is a fraud, another fraud. All of Islam is a fraud. Okay, here we go. This is Ibn Kathir explanation. Read carefully, please. I don't know if the text is clear. It is he who let free the two seas. One is portable and sweet, and the other one is salty. Means he created two kinds of water, sweet and salty. The sweet water is like that in the rivers, spring and wells. In Arabic it says seas, but Ibn Kathir is saying it's like those who are like those in the river, not they are, which is a fresh, sweet, potable water. And this was the view of Ibn Jurayj. And then he says, meaning there's without a doubt nowhere in the creation there is a sea which is a fresh and salty water. So they are trying to answer how the Quran says two seas. They are saying we cannot find anywhere salt water sea. We can find salt water sea, but we cannot find a fresh water sea. So maybe Allah speaking about the river. Let us go. Let us continue. And then he says, he explained how they are not mixed. He said, and he has set a barrier, a complete partition between them. Complete. They don't mix. Meaning between the salty water and the sweet water. It doesn't matter what now the sweet water. Muslims, they are trying to figure out how the sweet water became sea. They say maybe he meant the rivers, maybe he meant the lakes. Barzakhan. Barzakhan mean a partition which is a dry land. Do you see it? Do you see a dry land? But the
complete partition between them.
Yes, they don't mix. That's it. Because there's land between them. Barzakh is a land, a dry land. It's not only a land; it have to be dry. So all the miracle claim is a lie because he used the word barzakh there. The word barzakh is a piece of land which is higher than the water. Let us say you have water in the right and water in the left. What is between them, they call it barzakh. You know what I mean?
But barzakh is the land when we are go after we are die, right?
Exactly, because it's a road too. It's a land. It's a dry land where you go over it. Barzakh is a physical object. And not only that, it says وَحِجْرًا مَحْجُورًا. It is complete partition, I mean barrier, to prevent one of the other to mix together. Do you see it? So it's a dry land and it's a complete barrier. They will never mix, but this is not what happened in the river which is under the sea. The river go inside the sea because there's a current. In that location there's a fresh water, but after a mile or two the water is changed, is going to be mixed. This is why we call something called delta, correct? You know what delta is?
Yes, I know.
Okay, delta is a mix simply between fresh water and salt water. They mix. So scientifically they are lying, because fresh water and salt water, they mix. All the delta in the world is a fresh and salty water. Secondly, you can go right now to the kitchen, get a cup, mix salt with it, another cup, have a fresh water in it, put them together, let's see if they mix. Number three, the verse in the Quran says there is a partition of a dry land, and the Quran claims that they will never meet. What Allah He's saying now, that He created for you fresh water, and this fresh water never mixed with the salty water, when this is absolutely wrong, because the fresh water we have is coming from the sea. You know how the cycle of rain, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why there Islamic scholars, Islamic books saying they never met, it's a dry land, but in their videos they are saying something different? Can they support what they say? They cannot. Can they show us where it says that? They cannot. I'm not using a Christian like book to read for you. We can read a Jalalain, we can read all the scholars, you will see all of them, they agree. That's what it says. What do you think?
Yeah, that's clear now. I just get confused when I heard about these verses.
Well, you know, this is the point of those verses, is just to deceive you and make you believe in something not true, not exist. And you know, the Quran, this verse itself is a reason for people to leave Islam. You see, in chapter 27, verse number 61, look what it says. And this is the Muslim translation. Or he who has made the earth firm to live in. The fact is not really, doesn't say firm, but I will go with it. And he made the rivers in the midst, and he set therein mountains, and those mountains, they are firmly fixed. And he made separating bar between the two seas. They say in the translation here, two bodies of flowing water. Do you see he put separating bar? Do you see it?
Yes.
Okay.
The separating bar.
Okay. What is that bar? If you go and read the interpretation for this is a different verse, you will see the bar is a dry land again. It says bar. So they are not touching each other. They are not touching each other. And they are not like two bodies of water. The translation here is a lie. It says two seas. You see, never trust a Muslim translation. Yusuf Ali is a bad translation. If you go to different translation, let us see. It is two seas. And Allah, He put a bar between them, so they will never meet. And He placed a partition between the two seas. Do you see it? We just changed the translator. What happened? Is that a new book? It sounds like a new book now. If you go and read the interpretation for this verse, you will see the same. Let us try. Chapter 27, verse number 61. Let me open different interpretation. So Muslim, they will not say, oh, he is using just Ibn Kathir. Suddenly, they don't want Ibn Kathir. No problem. We will go to different verse in the Quran, and we will love. 27:61.
Is there also similar interpretation by the Indonesian scholar on this?
Similar to who? To Ibn Kathir?
yeah, when they are translating the hadith.
Okay. All right. Read carefully. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. This is the website of the Kingdom of Jordan. It says here, he made the earth and abode stability that does not constantly shake beneath you and under your feet for the inhabitants, and he made rivers and to flow throughout, and he set mountains for it, which has fixed on earth. This is a mistake too, because mountains are not placed on the earth, they are part of the earth. And he set a barrier between the two seas, between the sweet one and the salty one. Do you see it? One and the one not mixing with the other. They never mix. That's it. There's a barrier. Do you see it? Okay, this is now,
yeah, I see.
This is now a Jalalain. Okay, forget about Jalalain. Maybe a Jalalain is stupid. Let's go to Ibn Abbas. All right, he says, he has set a barrier preventing mixture between the two seas. Do you see it? Preventing. But in science, those rivers, they mix every second.
Yeah.
If you live in Indonesia, go with you take with you in the boat 5 gallon, not in the boat, let's say in the beach. Take with you 5 gallon of water, fresh water, throw it in the water just between your legs, and try to grab the fresh water back. You will not find the fresh water, you will find salty water, correct? You hear me? I think he is suffering from bad connection. But do you see, guys, how they lie to you in order to fool you, make you believe? This is not only not science, this is a mistake. The God of the Quran, he think that he made a miracle. The salty water and fresh water are not mixed; they are two seas. So what do you think? If you go now, my friend, if you go to the beach in Indonesia, and you take with you a big truck full of water, fresh water, and you dump it in the ocean, and then you bring a cup of water, and right away, after you dump the water, right away, not after 10 hours, put a cup in the water to drink from the fresh water which you just dumped, you will not find it. It's gone. It's mixed. Are you there? You have a bad connection, I think. But here you see an example how important our videos is. If not, this person and you and him and she and he, they will still believe that this is really true, a miracle. For the deception is the game. The whole point is how we can deceive you, not how we can share the truth with you. This is why it's very important to show those videos to your children, so they will not lie to them and fool them. Are you there, my friend, or you hang up? Hello? I think we lost him. Hello? We are losing him. The devil, he tried not to make him leave Islam. Yeah, look like they don't want him to leave Islam, huh? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, my friend, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, so
you can hear me?
Yeah, I did. I do.
Yeah. Sorry, my connection is suddenly getting cut here.
No problem. But do you see how we prove that everything they are saying is a lie? The question is, if Islam is a good religion, why the followers of Islam, they lie to make you believe in something which is a lie? If this is a good religion from God, why we do the act of the devil to make you believe in the true God, if Allah is a true God? You know what I mean?
Yes.
So what do you think, my friend? This is, you said this is the only one stopping you from leaving Islam. Aren't you going to leave Islam?
But how?
What do you mean how? Just say I am out of Islam. This is garbage. That's it. Muhammad is a false prophet. Just say it. This is easy. Say I don't believe in Islam no more. I'm out. Very easy. You want to believe in a God. He teach you that there's two water seas. One is a fresh and one is salty and never mixed. Do you want to believe in God who says that sperm became a congealed blood? You want to believe in God who says that the one who have orgasm first, the baby will look like him? A God who says that sperm coming from the chest of the women and the sperm of the man coming from the backbone? And the hail is coming from mountains in heaven? So what, you know, this is an insult to you to stay believing in it. It's an insult for our brain. It's an insult to me to follow a stupid person like Muhammad. So I don't know if you heard me how many times I say, if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? Not how foolish. I say how fool, because this is not only act of foolishness. This is mean you are fool all the way to your bones. So I invite you, my friend, to denounce Islam right now as we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I agree with you.
You agree with me what?
That this is mostly that some of the topic that you expose in this discussion. It's what you say is true, and I agree with you.
So are you out of Islam?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, that's wonderful.